Finally, Real Madrid versus Manchester City, and a lot of anticipation with this game, a lot of excitement with this game. It's not really gonna be easy, but the starting lineup is really convincing for me. And with Real Madrid, we just want a situation where you dominate these guys, you outplay these guys, and then you genuinely win this game, man. If you can genuinely win this game, outplay these guys, dominate these guys, it will genuinely make a lot of sense. It will genuinely make a lot of realistic sense. Real Madrid, you are away from home, so uh, are they gonna turn up and do something against Manchester City? Probably, man. Probably. But this team, this lineup overall is encouraging. This lineup overall looks great, right? And we've seen the Manchester City lineup. Kevin De Bruyne, captain. Erling Haaland starts. Jack Grealish as well. So, uh it's gonna be a tight game for me. The main game changers for me has to be Mbappe for Real Madrid, and let's see what Savinho does for Manchester City, because he genuinely might be the guy that turns up for City, right? He genuinely might be the guy that turns up for Manchester City, because right now we're seeing a situation where both teams want to get over the line in this game. Both teams want to get to the next round, right? To the round of 16. Right now, it's what? 32, round of 32. Both teams want to get over the line. We are literally approaching the massive game. We are literally approaching the big game. Team news is out. It really looks good. Let me also put the Man City team on the screen, because both teams are encouraging, man. Both teams are extremely encouraging. Extremely encouraging, and both of these teams are gonna cause some type of damage, a lot of damage, man. Both of these teams, and the midfield for me is where Real Madrid might lose it. The midfield defense as well, Chouameni in defense as well. That's where they might lose it. That's where they might lose it. Chouameni in defense as well, because it's okay playing him against basic teams, right? Yes, he's okay defensively. I'm not saying that Chouameni is horrible defensively. No, I'm just saying that, hey, you playing him against Manchester City defensively, that might be an advantage for City. That might be an advantage for Manchester City. But let me bring the Man City lineup on the screen. But this is the Real Madrid lineup. Kylian Mbappe, man. Kylian Mbappe. This is the guy to watch out for. This is the man to actually watch out for. Kylian Mbappe. We're actually ready to see what this man can do today. I'm genuinely ready to see what Kylian Mbappe can do today. But the Man City lineup, let me put that real quick, guys. Let me put that on the screen real quick. It's going to be an exciting game, right? For neutrals and for people that support Man City as well. Man City, Real Madrid. Real Madrid are a massive club, no doubt about it. But Man City, hey, maybe Pep Guardiola wants to redeem himself, right? He lost to Arsenal. He's been losing a lot this season. Maybe he wants to redeem himself with a Champions League win, with a Champions League trophy. That might be the mindset from Pep Guardiola today. Okay, let me try and win the Champions League. Let me try and do something in the Champions League, because right now, league position, it's done and dusted. Premier League is done and dusted for Manchester City. Let's be realistic. So right now, he only has the Premier League. I mean, the Champions League. He only has the Champions League. He only has the Champions League. And this Man City team, it's good enough to get a result. I'm not saying that, hey, this Man City team is horrendous. I'm not saying it's horrendous. It's good enough to get a result, bro. It is good enough to get a result. They can do it with 100% effort, bro. This Man City team only hope, yeah, it's their only hope for a trophy, right? And the FA Cup. Let's be realistic. And the FA Cup, Champions League, FA Cup is Pep Guardiola's only hope for a season. And you know, mentally, Pep Guardiola wants to win this just for the psychological thing, right? Psychologically, this season has been his worst. So if he finishes it with a Champions League, he's gonna be smiling about that. He's gonna be genuinely smiling about that. But this Man City team, it's also good enough to get a result, man. I'm not gonna say, hey, Man City, you're not good enough to get a result here and there. This team is good enough to get a result. Let's see what players like Jack Grealish do. Let's see what players like Kevin De Bruyne do. Of course, we know that Erling Haaland, this guy needs service to score a goal. He ain't pulling out magic. He ain't creating a goal for himself. So the defense for Real Madrid, that's where I'm saying, hey, defensively, Man City can get at you because you got Valverde at right back, Chouameni as your center back. So defensively, that's where Man City can genuinely get at Real Madrid. They have a lot of injuries. They genuinely do. Rudiger is out. A lot of their players are out. They have a lot of injuries. They defensively, Real Madrid have a lot of injuries. That's why Chouameni is there. That's why Valverde is at right back. So Man City, they're smiling with this lineup. They're smiling because defensively, that's where you can get at them. Yes, Chouameni, he's been playing as a defender. He's been thriving as a defender. But truly, if you ask yourself consistently, will this man be able to manage at a high level game like this? High pressure, high level, a lot on the line, man. A lot on the line. Let me display the Man City team right here, man. Oh, it's a good team though from City. It's a good team. It's a team good enough to get something. I see a lot of goals in this game just because Real Madrid, their defense, it's not really good, right? You have Chouameni in defense, Valverde as your right back. So defensively, Real Madrid, you can get at them. You can genuinely get at them. This is genuinely the lineup for both teams. Both teams, their lineup, it's not that bad. It's not really that bad. You can see for Man City, it's the regular guys. It is the regular guys, man. It is the regular guys. Akanji, Diaz, Nathan Ake, Guardiola, John Stones, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Savinho. I think Savinho has been coming into a bit more form, right? This guy has talent. Savinho, he has talent. So that's one for Manchester City to say to themselves, hey, we have a player like Savinho. He can do this and that. He can genuinely perform. He can genuinely take himself to the next level. A guy like Savinho, he's a guy you can genuinely build long term. Long term, I think he was a great signing for Manchester City. Savinho, he can take them places. Grealish, Erling Haaland. For me, I'm predicting that, hey, Mbappe, for sure, this game, Mbappe is getting a goal. I just have that feeling. I just have that feeling. This game, Kylian Mbappe is getting a goal. I just have that feeling. This guy on the counter-attack and the situation with Man City, the way they were conceding goals against Arsenal, the Real Madrid players will be more ruthless. This Real Madrid attack will be more ruthless. For sure, Rodrigo, he's going to be creating a lot of opportunities. He's going to be creating a lot of chances. We're going to see a game and a half today. Because today, Bellingham, let's see what Jude Bellingham does. Because, of course, some people, they don't really favor Jude Bellingham. Some people, they do love Jude Bellingham. So it's a mixed feeling about Jude Bellingham. But we do know one thing. Jude Bellingham, he is effective, right? Whether you rate him or not, the guy is effective. The guy can pull up a goal. The guy can come up with an assist. He is effective. He is a GA machine, right? Jude Bellingham, he is effective, especially in like when you're under like transition, right? Transitional spaces. Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., these guys can hurt you. So with Man City, you gotta be wary on that counterattack. You gotta be wary on the transition because this team right here, hey, it's taking you out. It's genuinely taking you out. On the transition, on the counter, it's taking you out, man. This team right here is not a joke, man. It is not a joke because although their defense isn't really strong, that attack, that's the scary thing. The attack is so scary. That's the thing you have to actually look out for. And Manchester City, of course, Pep Guardiola, he had a lot to say. Usually he would have been a bit cocky, he would have been a bit arrogant, but in today Pep Guardiola was a bit humble because you can see the season he's going through. You can see the season Man City are going through. They're being destroyed. They're being they're being embarrassed. They're being it hasn't been great for Manchester City. It hasn't been great for Manchester City. But for me, I'm edging it with Real Madrid. Yes, their defense isn't really great, but if Arsenal can get a result against Man City, so can Real Madrid. We saw Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. We saw them against Atletico, and I wouldn't say Man City are better than Atletico this season. I wouldn't say that. So we saw Real Madrid cope with a team like Atletico Madrid, a better team, because Man City, you can't say that they've been as good as Atletico Madrid. So Real Madrid, they were coping against Atletico Madrid with this same defense, with Tchouaméni in defense. So today, they can do something. I never write off Real Madrid, never write off these guys, right? Yes, Man City, they are at home. That home advantage is real. The home advantage is real. The home crowd is real. You can never doubt that aspect in football. The home advantage is always real. But for me, if I'm looking at, hey, Real Madrid, what do they do best? Transitions with Kylian Mbappe, transitions with Vinicius Jr., transitions with Rodrigo. Rodrigo, for me, technically, this guy is gifted, man. He is gifted. He's going to get an assist. I see Rodrigo getting an assist with an Mbappe goal. Wow, man. Wow. And Tchouaméni, he coped against Atletico Madrid. Can he cope against Manchester City? That's the real question. That's the real question. But if City score 2 or 3, I think the tie is it's game over for Real Madrid, right? It's just the defense where I'm having a bit of doubts. I still believe that the team can get over the line. I'm just having a bit of doubts because of, yeah, bro. I'm just having a bit of doubts, bro. I'm just having a bit of doubts, but I think the formation is also out on Google. Let me put that on the screen, man. Let me put that on the screen. The Google formation. Wow. This is something, man. This is something. I'm waiting to see how good Mendy actually does, right? Because Mendy, you're going against Man City, and we've seen him in some situations against Manchester City. We've seen him in some situations against this. Even when Real Madrid played Man City, we saw a lot of situations where, okay, they were just waiting for a transition. They were just waiting for the counterattack. Both of these teams, that is the game plan, man. That is the genuine game plan. get the Man City formation on the screen, because this is the Real Madrid formation, the exact formation. You can see it's a 4-3-3, but then the Man City formation, as usual, Pep Guardiola 4-2-3-1, right? 4-2-3-1. This is the formation he's going to go for today. And for Man City, your main game plan is, okay, create for Erling Haaland, right? If they can create for Haaland, I think they can get 1 or 2 goals. De Bruyne hasn't been impressive this season. Grealish hasn't been impressive this season. A lot of their players have been below par. But in big games, one-off games, anything can happen. That's the genuine situation we're in right now, because both teams, they have the capabilities of doing something in a one-off game. Yes, there are 2 legs, but if a scenario of Man City getting 3 or 4 goals happens, it's game over. It's genuinely game over, man. It's genuinely game over. All right. Let me also play this video for the people, because it was interesting to see that. Let me add the file first. Oh, this software is so slow, man. My laptop is so slow. The software is so slow. I'm trying to add something, but ah, come on, man. The software is so slow. Let me add a video as well, right? The players have arrived at the stadium. Let's just hope the Champions League don't copyright this video, man. Trying to add this video. Let's see if the Champions League copyright this or not. What's up with this system, man? I hate it when it does this. I hate it when the PC does this, man. That's why if you're streaming, just get like a hardcore streaming setup, man. Like if you're using like a laptop, it will hinder you sometimes because of the load. And here we have it. That is the official formation for Manchester City today. And you can see a lot of these players are good enough to get over the line for City. But the question is, are they gonna do that today? Right? Yes, Real have a weak defense, but you can never write these guys off, man. Let me bring this video on the screen as well, just so that people can see how beautiful it looks. The team has arrived. The team has officially arrived. Let me put this on the screen. Let me just put it as my background. Let's hope they don't take the video down, man. Because we know sometimes the Champions League, they love copywriting things. They genuinely do love copywriting things, but the team has arrived. Oh. And I heard who's this Postco saying this, that with Man City, Pep Guardiola, this is an ego thing for him. This is this is genuinely an ego thing for him. He doesn't want to lose he doesn't want to be seen like, okay, this is my worst ever season. I went trophyless. I finished below top 10. I finished below top 4, sorry. I finished without a trophy. He wants to prove himself in this competition, Pep Guardiola. Oh, let me, not this one. Let me change this one a bit. Priorities, browse. Here it is. There they are, man. Real Madrid have officially arrived. The Real Madrid players have officially arrived. They're ready for this game. And the environment as well is going to be Yeah, I'm doing a watch along, bro. I'm doing a watch along. I'm doing a full watch along for this game. Full watch along for this game. I just want to see some good football. I just want to see two teams go head to head. Two teams just play their best type of football, play their best type, their best team. And if we can see two teams dominate and just entertain the people, I'll be happy with that. I'll be genuinely happy with that. But obviously, I'm hate watching Manchester City. I don't want them to win. I don't want them to do anything in the Champions League. My best scenario is for Man City to get knocked out. That's the perfect scenario in my head. Man City, you get knocked out, and Real Madrid just do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do your thing, because here it's about proving a point. Not necessarily about, oh, this and that, but prove a point, knock these guys out. Come on. Let me put the game on because I don't want to forget this. We are a few minutes away. Of course, people are already analyzing it, doing this and that, but today it's about, hey, what a player like Chouameni does. Ah, my system is so slow. I'm trying to add another video, but this laptop is so slow, man. It is so slow. Genuinely so slow, man. And also my Wi-Fi is lacking a bit. Let me add this so that the people can see. Ah, it's failing. It's failing, man. It's failing. It's failing. So we'll try it again a bit later, but yeah. What Pep Guardiola had to say is interesting, man, because he's normally a bit cocky. He's normally a bit, cause let me play this so that people can hear.
We didn't do enough points in the group stage to not even start in the eighth first, not even close to that position. So that's why when the draw was potential by Madrid, I thought it's what we deserve. So do it better, and maybe you have maybe another draw. But another draw in the circumstances we have in other team in the 9 to 24 would have been difficult because, of course, what we are, what we were, what we are. So I know perfectly. But the team has something special, our team, and hopefully tomorrow we can prove it. I'm a firm believer that even on the most difficult scenario, the most difficult beginning, you can still do something and achieve something beautiful in the end. And right now we're still in that position. Obviously, we know how difficult our opposition is and how difficult our way will be to get there. But I think it's a question of believing in what we have in the dressing room. I'm surprised. Of course, I'm surprised. They had a period where for them was difficult to move on, to pass through the difficulties, the injuries, and they lost point. But now the team that I saw in the last 2 or 3 games is a good team, really competitive team. As usual, I have a doubt to think that Man City is not so strong. Man City is really strong with fantastic player and, as I said, with a fantastic manager. With the right belief, we are able to do anything.
Think about the game.
So that's Pep Guardiola, though.
It's a really memorable night. You know, I think City fans will obviously remember the
That is Pep Guardiola, man. He's been speaking. Even Carlo, he said, hey, although this is Man City's worst ever season, they're not a joke. These guys can still turn up. These guys can still show up. It's not a walkover. This won't be a walkover like a lot of people are anticipating. They think, hey, Man City is gonna be a walkover. It's their worst ever season. But genuinely, they can do something, man. They can genuinely do something. Carlo, he feels it. He feels it already. He feels it that, hey, never write off these guys. But for me, I just want these guys to lose because I know for Man United, it's been our worst ever season, man. Genuinely thinking about it, genuinely thinking about how we've been up and down the whole season. It's been below average. We've heard what a lot of leaks are coming out saying, hey, the playing style, some players are not comfortable with the playing style because of Ruben Amorim. It's just a mess at Manchester United. So at least if Man City can lose today, it gives me something to genuinely smile about, man. Because even against Leicester City, we were a bit lucky as Manchester United, right? Offside goal. Not the best way to win. Not the best way to win. I agree with you, bro. If I think it's just about, hey, let's see the tempo of this game, because we know that, hey, sometimes momentum does define games. Momentum always defines football games. Momentum will define whether you win a game, you lose a game. It's all about that football momentum. It's all about, hey, what you do for like 90 minutes. Sometimes a game is defined maybe by 5 minutes. 5 minutes of brilliance can destroy you. Someone like Mbappe, he's got pace to genuinely take you apart. He's got pace to genuinely end your season. But for Man City, eh, their main priority should be, hey, just defend properly, right? Defend properly. Oh, no wonder. Now I know why it's not really working. Hey, I was asking myself, why isn't this working? But I've found the solution. Man City, your main priority is A. Yo, PSG are 3-0 up. Damn, just tuned into that game. PSG are 3-0 up. Looks like they're through to the next round, man. I don't see PSG bottling a 3-0 lead, right? It's game over for them. It's game over. PSG, yeah, provided that, hey, a hat trick in 10 minutes, that would be the perfect scenario. Just imagine that. But PSG for me, I think whoever wins this, I'm telling you this right now, whoever wins this, they might rig it so that they play PSG. I see PSG playing the winners of this game. I just see that happening. You know how this new Champions League format is about getting the best teams playing each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if, hey, whoever wins this game plays PSG, because I don't see PSG losing a 3-0 lead in the second leg. It's game over. It's game over right now. PSG are next, have qualified to the next round, right? The situation is, hey, the real question is, hey, Man City, Real Madrid, which one of you can genuinely take yourself to that next round? And it's going to be crazy, right? In the past 10 years, have we seen a situation where Man City or Real Madrid are not in the round of 16? That's actually crazy if you think about it. In the last 10 years, I don't think we've seen that. Man City or Real Madrid not being in the round of 16. I don't think we've seen that in the last 10 years, right? From 2015 till now, I don't think we've seen a situation where Man City or Real Madrid are not in the round of 16. That's going to be a crazy situation. And you can see the cup tie, it begins now, right? The Champions League truly begins now, because after this, you're going to see some pretty good games. I won't be shocked if Liverpool play a hard team. But for me, my prediction, I think Liverpool are favorites for this, right? That's why I hope Real Madrid go through and try stop them, because I think Barcelona, Liverpool, they are favorites for this Champions League. I hate Liverpool with all my life, but we have to be realistic. Liverpool, their form has been unbelievable. I think they are favorites, but I see Barcelona doing something as well. Hansi Flick, he's not playing around. He's not playing games. But Real Madrid as well, you can never write these teams off. So let's just hope Man City get knocked out today. We are in the final stages, but hey, looks like PSG PSG might have something to say in the next round, man. PSG might have something to say. I know that hey, they're in this situation where they didn't qualify for the round of 16. They had to play these round of 32 playoff games, but if you actually ask yourself, hey, who do you see going further between a team like AC, because there are a lot of teams in this Champions League group stage, in this Champions League knockout stage, right? Round of 16, that's where the action really begins. That's where the action genuinely does begin. But ah, Mbappe, man, I'm just praying this guy turns up. Turn up with a hat trick, turn up with an assist. Come on, Rodrigo. End these guys, end their season, end Manchester City, man. I just want to see Pep Guardiola suffer a bit more. That these Pep Guardiola tears, I need them in my life, man. I need them in my life because when Pep Guardiola is suffering, I'm smiling. I'm genuinely smiling because he's caused so many problems in the Premier League, right? The season he won a treble, a fake treble, right? The season he won the Champions League, he's caused so many problems for Manchester United fans. We've just been watching Man City dominate in the Premier League. The season they won the Champions League, probably one of the worst seasons in my life. One of the worst seasons in my life was when Man City won the Champions League. So right now, you just have to knock them out early because if they go into the round of 16, there's no Real Madrid to stop them. We know, hey, Barcelona are up and down, right? Yes, 2025, Barcelona undefeated, unbeaten, but we saw them without Lamine Yamal, how they're performing, how they're playing. So Barcelona, anything can happen, right? Liverpool, we saw in the FA Cup how they got knocked out in the FA Cup. Anything can happen in knockout games. So it's not certain that, hey, Liverpool will win it, this team will win it, Barcelona will win it. It's not certain, right? Yes, people have written off Real Madrid. People have written off teams like Man City as well. But both of these teams have the capabilities of going all the way because they've done it before in the last 5 years, and two, they do have the players capable of doing that, especially Real Madrid. Real Madrid, if this team becomes fully fit, they're in the conversation. They are in the conversation. But wow, this PSG game, these guys are in the driving seat right now. I don't know how many people are watching this PSG game, but they're in the driving seat right now. They are in the driving seat, PSG. I've also been impressed with Dembele a bit, right? Because it looks like he wants to step up. He wants to step up as their main guy, Dembele. But hey, you can never trust in that guy. He's up and down as well. For us, it's just I just pray that Man United win Europa League because I wanna I wanna be doing streams for Man United in the Champions League, right? Not watching other teams ball out in the Champions League, compete for trophies like the Champions League. That's why it's truly important that Manchester United, you win the Europa League, man. Please, United, win the Europa League. Help us go over the line. We truly need this. As United fans, we truly need this Champions League. That's why I'm begging. The only expectation I have for Ruben Amorim is Europa League. Please try your best to win it. Try your best to win Europa League because Champions League is already done and dusted for Manchester United. I do believe that, hey, there will be some situations where, as United, we are asking the questions. We are asking situations of, okay, wow, what a pass from King Ming Jae. Wow, that was a good pass, but it didn't reach him. This PSG game is really entertaining, man. But yeah, Man United, please, Ruben Amorim. That's the only expectation I have for you. That's the only thing I'm asking for you, right? Win the Europa League. I would rather win the Europa over the FA Cup, because with Europa you get into the Champions League. I wanna I want Man United to experience nights like this, to experience knockout Champions League knockout stages, Champions League nights. Those are the those are the days we need to go back into, right? Where you're Yeah, imagine if this was Man United versus Real Madrid. I would be here talking about, hey, let's hope the manager doesn't play this guy, or let's hope Ruben Amorim plays this guy. But unfortunately, we have to say it's Man City versus Real Madrid. It's not Man United, right? So United, you need to go back into that situation where you are competing, you are knocking on the door, right? Knock on the door for competitions like this. We don't want to be the team that's always watching on the sideline, always watching your rivals achieve greatness, watching your rivals win major trophies. Because Ruben, you were brought in for a long-term vision, not only to get us back into the Champions League, but to eventually win a trophy, eventually win the Champions League, eventually win the Premier League. And I believe with the right players, the man can do it, but it's going to take some time, man, because we can see Sir Jim Ratcliffe is already cutting a lot of costs. Sir Jim Ratcliffe is already moving like a cheapskate. So with Man United, we're in a position where you have a selfish owner, and just the allegations coming out about Sir Jim Ratcliffe shows how how he's moving, right? He does everything to save money. I respect that. I respect that, right? Personally, you should save money. But as the owner of Manchester United, you shouldn't be always trying to save money. Your main concern should be, let's try and win trophies. So Jim Ratcliffe, that should be your main concern, because the way we're moving is unacceptable. Right now, you've been sued by the New Zealand rugby national team. That's a bit embarrassing, because you're failing to spend money. You have the money, but you're being a cheapskate. That's how Sir Jim Ratcliffe is really moving with Manchester United. He has the money, but he doesn't want to spend. He doesn't want to do something. He's always cutting costs. He cut out Sir Alex Ferguson. He cut out funding to multiple places. He's fired a lot of people. So with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the way he's moving, it's really gonna cost Man United long term, right? Football at the highest level, you're competing with owners that are spending money. Real Madrid, they are spending money. Man City owners, they do spend money. Chelsea, they're spending money. So you, as Manchester United owner, you can't be a cheapskate, say, no, this transfer window will only spend when the right opportunity comes. That shouldn't be the way you're moving, because your competition is spending money. You have to. That's the unfortunate truth about football, right? That's the unfortunate truth about football. It's about money. It's about spending. It's about, okay, how much money can you spend? Look at Real Madrid. Yes, Mbappe wasn't expensive, but his wages are. You get me? So you're gonna spend to have the best players. You're gonna spend to have the best team. That's a genuine fact, right? Obviously, Barcelona, they're not spending a lot, but they still have a lot of players on high wages. Frankie De Jong, and in 3 years, if Lamine Yamal possibly wins a Ballon d'Or, that guy, his wages are gonna triple and double, right? So in football, it's all about spending money. So Jim Ratcliffe, you can't be moving around just being cheap. You can't do that, right? You have to compete with other clubs by investing your own money. We've seen, yes, under the Glazers, the Glazers weren't putting in their own money, but we were still spending money buying Paul Pogba for a record deal, right? Buying all these other players, buying Lukaku, buying players, buying strikers. So Jim Ratcliffe, you saw that, hey, in the January transfer window, Man United needed a striker. Man United needed some options. You let Rashford go. You let all these guys go. Attacking wise, we're weak. You only have Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Rasmus Højlund. How are we going to compete? right? Because when Europa League comes back, fatigue will kick in. That's what Sir Jim Ratcliffe wasn't genuinely thinking about. You gotta do things for the long term, man. He set us backwards with this transfer window. And right now, you can't really have too many. You, you have to be lenient with Ruben Amorim now, right? You have to be lenient with the guy because, yes, I want him to do better, but the options he has are below average. They are below average. You have to spend money to compete in football, bro. And so, Jim Ratcliffe, this situation of you moving like a cheapskate, it's gonna affect us long term. And no proper scouting, bro. That's how Man United move, and that's how Man United move. It's a bit disorganized right now because that situation of not selling Rashford, loaning out Rashford, sorry, loaning out Anthony, loaning out Malacia. Of course, Malacia, it won't impact us, right? But loaning out Anthony and Rashford without an attacking option, you can see that these guys were moving disorganized because in the final seconds, they tried to get in tail, but then they failed to get it over the line. So you could see that that was a disorganized decision. They're moving so disorganized right now. Yeah, Dogu, he has to play left wing back, bro. He genuinely does have to play left wing back because on the right, we'll see we'll see what Ruben Amorim is truly cooking. Right now, we gotta focus on this Real Madrid game, but we'll see what Ruben Amorim is truly cooking. But because I'm gonna give him some lenience, I'm gonna give him some some leeway and say, okay, truly in that January transfer window, the board didn't back you, right? You need to spend some money to compete. And with Europa League, you're not gonna be facing bum teams, right? Useless teams. No, you're gonna be facing high quality teams. Yes, our next game is Tottenham. Our next game is Tottenham. So let's see how we cope against Tottenham, man. No, I'm not saying spend 100 million plus with no proper scouting, but do some loan deals. You know that, hey, the manager needs some options, bro. He needs some options in attack. Make a one or two loan deals, right? That Tell guy that's at Tottenham, you could have made a loan deal for him. Or and it just shows how disorganized the club are, right? How do you not have your players scouted in January, right? Half of the season, you still haven't scouted the players that you want in the summer. That's disorganization because most clubs they've already done their scouting for next season. They already know who they want next season. Most clubs in November they already know who they want in January, right? Because if you know that, hey, we're gonna sell Rashford, in your mind you should have the thought of, okay, if we're loaning out Rashford, let's get in a short-term replacement. Let's get in a short-term guy to cover up so that we have options in the attack, right? That should be the thinking. So the scouts, this shows you how disorganized we are, right? Because most teams in September, they already know what they're gonna do in the January transfer window, right? The club already knew that Rashford was gonna leave. Why didn't you scout somebody? We've known that Rashford was going to leave for such a long time, more than a month. More than a month, Rashford wasn't playing for Manchester United. More than a month, he wasn't playing. He wasn't even training sometimes, right? We saw the situation. Immediately, probably Rashford only played 3 or 4 games under Ruben Amorim. Then he got cut out. So at that moment, the scouts should have been active, saying, "Hey, January Rashford might leave. Let's see who we can bring in short term. Let's see who we can bring in as a short term replacement." Because right now, Ruben Amorim, he has to rely on academy players, right? Let's give a scenario: Garnacho or Amad Diallo get injured. That messes you up long term. That messes your season up. That's Europa League done and dusted. Garnacho, Ahmad get injured. That's Europa League done and dusted, right? Zersky or Hoyland, of course, Zersky and Hoyland, sometimes they don't play. We get that situation. Sometimes the manager is experimenting a lot. And I think he's only experimenting a lot to see where he can fit in Kobe Mano. We've seen that, hey, he's trying to fit in Kobe Mano into his system. Today, he'll play Kobe Mano in the midfield, the next day in the number 10, the next day as a number 9. So you can see that, hey, Ruben Amorim, his main idea is, okay, how can I fit in Kobe Mano into my system? I think that's why he's experimenting so much. Today, Kobe Mano is in the midfield. Tomorrow, Kobe Mano is in the number 10 role. The next day, he's as a number 9. So he's trying so hard to fit Kobe Mano into his system. You can see that. But as the board, you had to back this man with some type of signings, right? January, at least one attacking player had to come in because Anthony, would he have been so bad to keep Anthony, right? We can see what he's doing at Real Sociedad. He's as a bench player, I think he would have been a good option, Anthony, right? Letting him go when you have no options. I thought they had a plan. The moment Anthony left, I thought Man United had a plan of who to bring in short term or even long term in attack because we knew that, hey, after Anthony left, we knew that Rashford is going to go as well. So I don't know why they didn't plan ahead. I don't know why they didn't look ahead and say, hey, these two strikers are going, these two attacking players are going. Let's bring in some people to add some squad depth. And that just shows some disorganization from the board and the people that are dealing with transfers. Because we saw that the tell move. You're going for the guy in the final 2 days of the transfer window. You're trying to seal up a deal in the final 2 days, right? That's when Bayern Munich said, okay, if you want this guy, we're going to raise the fee, right? Why are you coming in the final 2 days, final 3 days of the transfer window? So that's going to be the situation when you're disorganized. People are going to bully you for transfers. That's what Bayern Munich tried to do. And we walked away from that Tell deal, rightfully so. But when you are disorganized, people will run away from deals like that. They'll say, no, I don't want to be part of this and that. They will bully you, right? When you are disorganized, they will bully you. We didn't recruit well in January. That's the situation. That's what a lot of people are complaining about. Hey, why weren't you organized, right? You had at least September. The whole of November, you knew that Rashford was leaving. It wasn't even a surprise when Rashford left. The whole of November, right? November, December, the first part of the whole of December, actually. Sorry, not November. The whole of December, you knew that Rashford was going to leave, right? Why didn't you plan ahead? Why didn't you get a replacement? Why didn't you scout some players? That shows disorganization at the highest level. I'm coming just now. Shows us that, hey, this club is so disorganized. I thought everything was changing for Man United. I genuinely did think that, hey, everything was changing. We're moving in the right direction. We're going strength to strength. We're making the right moves. I had hope when Sir Jim Ratcliffe came in. I think a lot of people can say, hey, Sir Jim brought some slight hope, right? It wasn't massive hope, but he brought in some slight hope. But right now we can see that, hey, the man is disorganized, right? He's so disorganized, even with his own company. His company is getting sued right now. You're not paying you're not paying sponsorship money. You're not paying these people what they need. But with Man United, the way we're being run, you never know what to expect. That's the situation. The summer transfer window, you have an amazing transfer window, and then January you completely fall off. That's the situation with Manchester United. So it's an entire mess. It's an entire mess because how many top level teams will be like Manchester United, because it's not like they didn't try and bring in an attacking player in January. It's just because we were so disorganized. All the options we tried to bring in, we went in for them too late, right? Tell, you went in for him too late. That just shows disorganization. That just shows you, if you went in for Tell, like let's say the first 2 weeks of the January transfer window, he would have been a Manchester United player, no doubt about it. But you're deciding to wait this long. You're deciding to wait majority of the time, and it just shows so much disorganization from Manchester United that, hey, you had so much time to plan for this. You had so much time to actually analyze what you're doing as a club, analyze what you're doing as Manchester United. It's not even difficult, right? It's not even difficult. Planning ahead is the best thing you can genuinely do as a club. I hope in the summer transfer window, they already have a plan. Because if you go into the summer transfer window without a plan or disorganized, it's gonna be it's gonna be a disaster. Next season will be a disaster if you don't recruit well in the summer. But at least, hey, we might see some academy players. That's the only positive thing about our horrible transfer window. We might see some academy players, players like Obi Martin. We might see them, and this is how players like Rashford came into the team. So that's the only positive thing about our disorganization in January, right? That, hey, we can genuinely see some academy players come in. If we see that, I'll be okay with that situation, man. I'll be okay with that situation. Just bring us some academy players. Let's see what Ruben Amorim does with the academy. A lot of people have been saying Ruben Amorim, he's great at developing young players. We've seen the right wing back he developed at Sporting. Can he do the same thing at Manchester United? We have a lot of young academy players. We have a lot of young players in general in the squad, right? Kobe Mano, he's young, thriving. Alejandro Garnacho, young. Let's see what he does with him. And to be fair, a lot of people have mixed reviews with Alejandro Garnacho, right? There's some people that like him. There's some people that genuinely hate him, right? That genuinely don't rate him. And it's up and down, right? But for me, let's just see what the guy does. For me, there's still that aspect in my mind saying, okay, this guy is still young, right? This guy is still young. I think most players, they don't start week in, week out. It's just that we're so disorganized. I know someone like Lamine Yamal, he's starting week in, week out for Barcelona. He's younger than Garnacho. He's younger than all these players. It's just that, hey, we have so many inexperienced players. That's the situation at Man United, right? Rasmus Højlund, would you say that, hey, Rasmus Højlund has a lot of experience? He lacks experience. Amad Diallo lacks experience. Garnacho, he lacks experience. So it's extremely hard to gain consistency with players that lack so much experience. Yeah, this is the season for first team experience, right? That's what I'm saying, bro. This is the season where some academy players can gain some first team experience, because if you gain that first team experience, it takes you over the line. It gives you something to actually genuinely say, hey, we're doing something. We're gonna do something as a club, as an institution. That first team experience is everything in football, right? And with Man United, look at how many inexperienced players we have. If we start from, yes, the goalkeeper, he's experienced, but Andre Onana, he makes a lot of he makes a lot of mistakes, right? But defense is the only area where we have genuine experienced players, right? De Ligt, you have Mazraoui, you have all these other guys. But when you go to the midfield, sometimes Kobe Mano, he's inexperienced, right? He lacks experience, right? Toby Collier, he lacks experience. So when you go up the field, and that explains the inconsistency with goals. Because would you say, hey, Joshua Zerski is extremely experienced? I would say he still needs more time to gain experience, right? Same with Rasmus Højlund. Same with Alejandro Garnacho. Same with Amad Diallo. So when you go up the field, so many players lack experience. And that's just the genuine situation at Manchester United. Lack of experience. Game is about to begin. Let me set this up, man. Finally, game time, man. Finally. Let's hope Man City are knocked out today. Just praying for a good result, praying that, hey, you take us over the line. Come on, Madrid. Come on, Real Madrid. We need this. That Champions League, man. That Champions League. We're finally there. Knockout stages officially have officially started. I know PSG played, but genuinely, this is the big game for today, right? Real Madrid, Manchester City. This is the game a lot of people have been looking forward to. This is the big game. This is the game that is gonna bring in a lot of eyes, man. Oh, let's just pray for an entertaining game. Let's just pray that Real Madrid get over the line. It's a great formation. It's a great lineup. Can we do something today, man? Oh, Champions League, finally. Come on, guys. Oh, and that Champions League music, I would have been playing it in the background, but I know Champions League music, it has some copyright. So we have a lot of good games today. I think even the Sporting versus Dortmund game is good, but we're just focusing on this massive game. Man City, Real Madrid. Man City are at home. Ah, they can cause us some problems, Real Madrid. They will cause Real Madrid some problems in the midfield and defensively. Let's hope Many just turns up, man. But Savinho, this is the guy I had high expectations for. Savinho, of course, Bernardo Silva hasn't really lived up to the expectations I thought he was gonna do, right? I thought Bernardo, he was gonna be the guy that genuinely changes Manchester City. I thought he was gonna be the guy that genuinely is like the Messi of the Premier League. I thought that's what Bernardo Silva was gonna be. I genuinely thought, wow, Bernardo Silva, this guy's gonna be the Lionel Messi of the Premier League. But that genuinely didn't happen, right? He's been inconsistent. He hasn't been the player that we thought he was gonna be. Oh, massive game today. Come on. Come on. Just entertain the people with this one. Just entertain the people with this one. Let me set up the timer as well. Oh, that's why I'm praying that Man United can get to nights like this, man. Nights like this, days like this, where you're competing for Champions League. No more this situation of Europa. Every season you're in Europa. I think United fans are tired of that, man. We are tired of Europa. We want to see some Champions League. We want to see some great performances from. Oh, come on. Let's do something today. Real Madrid were right behind you, but it's about. Yeah, Silva is good, bro. Bernardo Silva is good, but he hasn't lived up to the expectations I thought he would. I thought he would be that guy that's Man City's main player. That's what I genuinely thought. I thought, okay, yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, you have to step aside. Bernardo Silva is here. Bernardo Silva is gonna be carrying Manchester City, and that hasn't been the situation. Sometimes Bernardo Silva turns up. I'm not gonna say he doesn't, but there are sometimes where he's missing in games, man. He is missing in games. He has quality. He has unbelievable quality, but there are some times where he's missing in games. We've seen a lot of Champions League games where Bernardo Silva hasn't had the best performance or hasn't turned up. But there are a lot of games where he has turned up. Because I remember when they beat Real Madrid, Bernardo Silva was a key part in in that game, the game where they beat the season where they won the Champions League, right? Bernardo Silva was really key in some moments. I'm not saying the guy is is not a good player. He is a good player, but I'm just saying that hey, he's not. He hasn't been as world class as we thought he would be. We thought he was gonna be the face of Manchester City, Bernardo Silva. That's the talent he has. I thought he was gonna be the face of Manchester City, but that genuinely didn't happen, right? You can make an argument that Foden has been better than Bernardo Silva. You can make an argument that hey, Kevin De Bruyne has contributed more to Manchester City in some moments with the assists and the goals, right? So, yeah, like David Silva was brilliant, man. David Silva was he was out of this world. And that's why I asked the situation that, yo, Man United, couldn't you have signed some of these players before they went to Manchester City? Because if you called David Silva saying, yo, join Manchester United, if you called Sergio Aguero, hey, join Manchester United before they went to Man City, they would have done it. And Man City wouldn't have done that 98-minute goal from Sergio Aguero. That was Premier League history right there, right? 98 minutes, Sergio Aguero is scoring the goal. That was history. That was history made by Sergio Kun Aguero. And you could have prevented that if you just gave the guy a call. He never knew who Manchester City was. David Silva never knew who Manchester City was. So that's an aspect I blame the board for. Okay, you saw that, hey, towards the end of Sir Alex Ferguson's era, a lot of the players were declining, right? So you should have seen players like David Silva. You should have seen players like Sergio Aguero and said, hey, let's try and sign players for the future. But it is what it is, man. You can't change the past. The players that are walking onto the field, come on, this is the game. This is the game, man. This is the game we've been waiting for. Come on. Come on. Just entertain the people. Just entertain the people. This is the game we've been waiting for. Come on. This is the one. This is the one, man. We've been waiting for. And I'm keeping an eye on Mbappe. I think he's going to get a goal today. Genuinely, Mbappe, he gets a goal for me. And probably Rodrigo. I'm predicting a 2-0 today. 2-0 Real Madrid. Let's hope that genuinely does happen. I'm predicting a 2-0 today. I hope that does happen. I hope that is the situation. Come on. Come on, Madrid. Come on. We got to end this guy's season. Pep Guardiola has to cry after this. We need a two goals. At least if you score 2 goals, oh, these guys are shameless. These guys are shameless. Man City fans are shameless. You've seen the poster, stop crying about the Ballon d'Or. They're showing Rodri with the Ballon d'Or. These guys are shameless. Man City fans are shameless. Stop crying your heart out. Oh my God, these guys are shameless. Oh, they knew Vinicius Jr. was coming, so they put out that poster. Oh my God. Man City fans are shameless, man. That's disrespectful. If Vinicius doesn't score, you gotta score just for that, Vinicius Jr. You gotta score just for that poster, right? Just to shush the Man City fans. You gotta score just to shush them and keep them quiet because right now they got too much confidence. They got too much confidence, Manchester City. The City fans are too confident. You can see the situation there. They're literally coming out with, oh, it's embarrassing for Man City. Let's just hope you get over the line, guys. Get over that line. Pep Guardiola, he knows not to underestimate Carlo Ancelotti, Pep. He knows that, hey, anytime you underestimate this man, he will destroy you because they've been times in the past where Carlo has shocked Manchester City. And De Bruyne, what's the next move for De Bruyne? Is it Saudi? Is it what? Is it Italy? Because we know that Man City, they'll try and replace him probably in the summer, right? Kevin De Bruyne, maybe even Bernardo Silva, they might try and replace him. So a lot of these players in 2 seasons, we won't be seeing them, right? Gundogan as well. Of course, Gundogan isn't starting, but he's another player they'll try and replace in 2 seasons. We might not be seeing Kevin De Bruyne or all these other guys, man. It's gonna be a different situation, a different beast. Let's actually do this. Let's actually do this. Real Madrid, put up a performance, put up a fight, man. Show these guys that, hey, you are here to dominate. And let's see what Jude Bellingham does, because we've seen in this system he has some type of free roll, right? He has some type of free roll. Sometimes Carlo Ancelotti gives him a free roll to actually go help the attack and also help the defense. So let's see what Jude Bellingham actually does in this game. Kylian Mbappe is the one I'm keeping an eye on, because his pace will cause any team problems, man. Kylian Mbappe, his pace causes any team problems. Come on, Real Madrid. Let's do this. Let's break some Man City hearts. Let's break some Man City hearts. Come on, man. We need these guys. Kylian Mbappe. Let's go. Showtime, man. Showtime. Let's go. Showtime. Let's go. Showtime. Showtime. Let's do this. Oh, let's do this, man. Oh, we need this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. If you can genuinely get the first goal, that early goal, but you can see the game plan from Real already, right? Press these guys high. I think they're taking a few details from the Arsenal game as well. They might take a few details from that Arsenal game, but Man City are motivated for this game. Let's be real. In the league, they lack motivation. But right now, they have that motivation. Ooh, already you can see that they're trying to play it. Let's go Real Madrid, bro. Let's go Real Madrid. We got to end Pep Guardiola's season. We got to end Manchester City's season. And defense is the only thing scaring me from Real, because Chouameni, this guy, they might get to him defensively. Erling Haaland might bully this guy. Let's see what genuinely happens, because Haaland might bully this guy defensively. Grealish, free kick already, but hey, let's come on, that early goal, that's all I'm asking for. Jack Grealish with the twinkle toes, but we need execution from you today. You get me? I think Valverde, you're gonna see a lot of that from Valverde, right? From that right back position he's playing. He's gonna try and just be physical with Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish is not gonna have a pretty good game today, right? Valverde is gonna be extremely physical today. Come on, Madrid, man. And today we expect Man City to have majority of the ball, right? Carlo, every time he plays Man City, it's always about transitions. It's always about hitting them on the attack, and you have to play to the strengths of your players. You have players like Vinny and Mbappe who have insane amounts of pace. So obviously transition is your game plan, right? Playing on that transition is your game plan, because Mbappe, that speed from Mbappe will destroy you. Come on. But we saw Real Madrid how they got destroyed by Barca. And that might be the game plan from Pep Guardiola. He might have watched that El Clasico and saying, no, this is what we're going to do, right? This is what we're gonna do. Press their midfield and just make them just be a bit more compact defensively, hit them on the attack, be clinical. We saw what Barcelona did in that El Clasico, man. That might be Pep Guardiola's game plan today. Come on. But as expected, Man City will have majority of the possession, majority of the ball. It's about, hey, those attacks. Even the last time these two teams played, Man City started with the ball, but Real Madrid got the first goal. that's that's the situation the last time these two teams played. Come on, come on, come on. Erling Haaland, man. Oof. Oh, wow, 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 wow. It's the start we all expected, right? We didn't expect like Madrid to be dominating, Madrid to be the team actually dictating the play. We know that they're going to play off of transitions. And although they are top of the league, Real Madrid, they're still going to get a new manager next season because of the situation they're in, right? The Champions League group stage, it wasn't the most convincing from Real Madrid. That's why they're in a round of 32 playoff match. Come on. And this new format of the Champions League, it just gives people something better to celebrate, man. Just something, it just gives people more quality games because before the group stages were trash, man. I'm not gonna lie. Man City were getting past in the group stages because they were playing below average teams. But now the the group stages are a bit more competitive. No more situations of where Man City are playing teams that ain't gonna challenge, teams that ain't gonna do anything. The group stages for the Champions League were below average. Man City were always getting easy groups. And now, the moment they don't get an easy group, they're struggling, man. They're struggling. And yes, it's been their worst ever season in the past 5, 10 years. But still, they're struggling, man. They are struggling. They've started well, to be fair. Man City have started well, but Real Madrid are still compact. Real Madrid are still. With the thing about Real Madrid is they control the game even without the ball. It's the way Jose Mourinho also plays. Like it's hard to explain, but they control the game even when they don't have the ball because the opponents they won't have clear-cut chances. Yes, you have the ball, but you barely have clear-cut chances. You barely have chances where you can score. It'll be tight and compact, just like the way Jose Mourinho plays. Like prime Jose Mourinho, yes, you have the ball, but you're not even getting a shot on target. You're not even scoring anything. So possession doesn't necessarily mean that you're controlling the game. Come on, come on. It's a good start. Good start overall. Both teams trying to take that advantage, but we do know that hey, unlike Man City, Real Madrid have that game changer, right? Real Madrid have a game changer, and his name is Kylian Mbappe. Because I can bet my life, Real Madrid, Man City would swap Erling Haaland for Kylian Mbappe. They would swap those two players. Because just imagine Mbappe in that Manchester City setup, especially Man City when they are playing extremely well. Look at the speed from Mbappe. That's the thing you gotta worry about. That's the thing you gotta worry about. And some people say, hey, Kylian Mbappe reminds them of Thierry Henry. But Thierry Henry, I think technically was a bit better, man. Yes, Mbappe technically is good. He is a good player. He is an unbelievable player, Kylian Mbappe, but Thierry Henry technically was a bit better, but Kylian Mbappe is a bit more effective, right? He's gonna he's that type of player you want in a final because we saw what he did in the World Cup final. We saw what this man did in a World Cup final, right? Scoring a hat trick, that ain't easy, especially against Argentina. So he's a game changer, Kylian Mbappe. He's a proper game changer. that that's an that's an A card, right? That's oof. He's a proper game changer. Come on, but with Man City, I don't write them off getting getting a goal or two, right? We know that hey, Pep Guardiola, this is do or die for him. He doesn't with oh, great opportunity. Vinny, man. Vinicius. Oh my god. You can't be missing chances like that. If that was Mbappe, it's 1-0. If that was Mbappe, it's 1-0, man. Vinny, what are you doing? And he was onside though. Vinny, what are you doing? If that's Mbappe, it's 1-0. That touch, also the touch from Vinny. That's why a lot of people were hesitating to say this guy is the face of football, man, because sometimes Vinny, he'll do things like that where you're clearly one on one with the goal. You didn't need to run around the keeper, just shoot, man. If that's Mbappe, it would have been 1-0. Genuinely, it would have been 1-0. Change the players. If that was Mbappe, it's 1-0. Oh my God, Vinny Jr. wasting a magical chance. Magical chance. But those are the chances Real Madrid are going to be getting. Those transitional chances. You've already seen that these guys already have a great opportunity to make it 1-0. Man City, yes, they are having the ball in some moments, but they haven't really asked any questions. Vinny could have made it 1-0 there. Vinicius Jr. could have genuinely made it 1-0. Oh, that's disappointing, man. That's disappointing, but that's what I'm saying. Transitions, Kylian Mbappe. Oh, come on, man. Edison, that's what I'm saying. Real Madrid will have so many opportunities in this game because the players they have in attack, oh, it's hard to stop them. It's hard to stop them. This game has started out well, man. It has started out well. Come on, man. This game has started out excellent. Come on. Come on. Oh! Real Madrid should have had 2 goals by now. 2 goals by now. Come on, Mendy, man. Mendy, man. It should be 2-0 by now. Let's hope we don't regret these opportunities. You gotta make these Man City fans cry. You gotta make Man City fans cry because they have a banner. Oh my God. Pep Guardiola and Manchester City need to cry today, man. They need to cry today, man. Come on, Real Madrid, why are you wasting opportunities like this? Because trust me, the moment Man City get their first opportunity, they're gonna take advantage of that. Genuinely, they're gonna take advantage of that. So you wasting opportunities like this, oh, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, man. It should have been 2-0 Real Madrid. We might regret these opportunities. Come on. We got to make Pep Guardiola cry, man. Arsenal beat them. Now Real Madrid, you got to knock these guys out. Oh, but already these guys are already bringing the show. They are already bringing the show to Man City. We just need a goal to celebrate, man. We just need that goal to celebrate. Come on. Another one-on-one opportunity. That's what I'm saying. Wasting so many opportunities. Vinny Jr. if you want to be the face of football, the main guy, when you get one chance, you got to score it. Because let's look back at who the face of football was a few years ago. Messi and Ronaldo, they're scoring opportunities like that. So if you want to be on that level of a Messi or Ronaldo, you gotta be taking chances like that, Vinicius Jr. Right? And that's why people are reluctant to put you on that Messi and Ronaldo category. Because Messi and Ronaldo, if they're one-on-one, it's a goal. There's no doubt about that. Vinny, like, you're wasting too many opportunities. We can't put you as the face of football when you're literally doing that. I think Mbappe is more of the face of football than Vinny, right? But also Lamine Yamal is coming strong. I think Erling Haaland, the only thing with Erling Haaland is that, hey, this guy, he only scores goals, right? As a footballer, is he technically great, Erling Haaland? You'd say no. So football right now, we're at a low point, right? We're still looking for a proper face of football, because right after Messi and Ronaldo, nobody is truly stepping up to the plate. Nobody's truly being consistent, stepping up to the plate and being that guy that's getting, because we have to remember Messi and Ronaldo, these guys were getting 50, 60 goals. That was the standard. Ooh. But this game is already entertaining, man. It's already entertaining. Living up to expectations, living up to everything we wanted to see. Great show, great show. And in this game, I'm not a neutral. I want Real Madrid to win. Yeah, hey, Mo Salah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. Mo Salah, Mohamed Salah, maybe Mo Salah is the face of football, but we're just asking for somebody that's genuinely world class week in, week out, right? Because you can see Vinicius Jr., he's up and down. He's up and down. That's what I can say. And Kylian Mbappe, there'll be some moments where he's on a bad form. But Mo Salah, I think Mo Salah, Kylian Mbappe are more closer to being the face of football after Messi and Ronaldo. Because Erling Haaland, technically, you can't put him as the face, right? So maybe you're right. Mo Salah, Kylian Mbappe, right now they are the best players in the world. Ooh. But hey, let's see. Maybe someone like Cole Palmer can step up to the plate. Maybe in a few years, we just say, hey, Cole Palmer is the face of football or something. Maybe someone like Cole Palmer can step up to the plate, right? Man United, let's hope we can make a player that becomes the face of football. I want to see that. I want to see that in a few years, Manchester United, you have a player that's winning the Ballon d'Or. He's the face of football. I want to see that. But I think in England, in a few years, maybe Cole Palmer might be. Let's see how he develops with Cole Palmer, man. Let's see how Cole Palmer develops. He might start representing for the Premier League, man. He genuinely might start representing, because Erling Haaland, he's a bad representation, man. Ooh. And you can see right now the game, it's starting to shift. So Real Madrid might regret the chances. Arsenal fans seem to think Saka is the face of football. Yeah, Saka is nowhere close to being the face of football, bro. Like, he's not even the face of the Premier League. So, yeah, he's far from being the face of football, because even in the Premier League, you'd put Mo Salah, guys like even Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer is above Bukayo Saka in my eyes, man. So yeah, Bukayo Saka. I'm not saying Bukayo Saka is a bum or anything. I'm just saying he's not the best player even in the Premier League. He's not the best player in the Premier League. Of course, the guy is effective, but he's not the best player in the Premier League, right? It just shows you The void Messi and Ronaldo have left, man. Messi and Ronaldo have left a massive void. Right now, we're looking for a new face of football. Oh my God, Erling Haaland! Oh my God! Oh my God! And that's what I was saying, Vinicius Jr. You not taking your chances. 1-0 Manchester City. Oh my God. The moment these guys get a chance, they're gonna score. The moment these guys, come on. The moment these guys get a chance, they're gonna score. You've messed it up, man. He messed it up. Wow. Vinicius Jr., man. I was saying, when you have opportunities, yes, Man City are at their lowest point, but still, these guys can still hurt you. These guys can still hurt you. So Vinicius Jr., you missing those opportunities, you're remembering them now. Oh my God, it was a good ball. It was a good ball by Bernardo Silva, man. Wow. It was a good ball. Kobe Mano, face of football, decided, hey, let's hope he develops and becomes that level of player. Oh, it was Jack Grealish, man. Oh, damn. Jack Grealish already impacting the game. What a pass, though. What a pass. And that's what I was saying before the game, that, hey, defensively, these guys will struggle because Chouameni, yes, yes, the last game Chouameni did well in defense, but look at him right now. Where is he? Your defender is nowhere to be found. Chouameni, he's so used to playing in midfield. The moment it's time to defend, he's nowhere to be found, man. Ah, and that was always gonna be the concern for Real Madrid defensively. It's not about, hey, offensively, what are they gonna do? You can even see who's in their defense. Chouameni, Valverde is their right back. So that was always going to be a question for Real Madrid. Defensively, can you cope with Manchester City? Right? Rudiger is out. So all the injuries have genuinely impacted Real Madrid. Oh. And you can see this game, Man City, they're just doing this for... It's like a mini battle, right? This game is like a mini battle. Because it's like Rodri versus Vinicius Jr. It's like a mini battle. This game, it has so many meanings behind it, because you have the situation of the Ballon d'Or thing, Pep versus Carlo Ancelotti. So there are so many mini battles in this game. Wow. And those are moments you need to take. Those are moments you need to take. Vinicius Jr., if you want to be the face of football, you got to be taking those one-on-one opportunities. Ronaldo and Messi, they score that opportunity. No doubt about it. If that was Ronaldo, if that was Messi, Real Madrid would be in front. But Vinicius Jr., you've missed too many opportunities, and now your team is trailing. Your team is trailing, man. And small margins in football decide games. I'm saying this right now. If Man City get 1 or 2, hey, it might be a long day for Real Madrid, because defensively, your defense is below average, right? It's not your main defense. A lot of your main defenders are injured. So, truly speaking, Man City can end this game in the first leg if Real Madrid don't respond, man. You gotta respond, man. That was always a goal, man. I don't even know why they were wasting time with VAR. That was always a goal. It was a great pass from Jack Grealish. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Erling Haaland. And, come on, Real Madrid. Make a comeback. Look at Mbappe's face. But it would be so funny if, Mbappe goes to Real Madrid and then they never win a Champions League again. Because he went there to win a Champions League, right? He left PSG to win a Champions League. That was his dream, right? He rejected Saudi money. He rejected like 1 billion from Saudi to go to Real Madrid. So, yeah, If he doesn't win a Champions League, it will be, oh my God, Kevin De Bruyne on nice tackle. Great tackle, man. And now it's just about preventing these guys from scoring a second goal. Prevent them from scoring a second goal and find your equalizer. Oh, this is not the situation I wanted to see. Man City look like they have the confidence. Looks like they might just take full control of this game, right? They have the confidence. They have not the situation I wanted to see, man. Not the situation I wanted to see. What? 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 Come on, Real. Come on, Vinny. Vinny. These are the moments. But defensively, you can see Man City are spot on today as well. Especially after this goal they've scored, they're gonna make it extremely hard because right now Real Madrid have to attack now. So now it's Man City that are gonna be playing on the transition. Let's see, man. By halftime, we'll have like a realistic view of where this game will go, because I still see one or two more goals before halftime. There've been so many chances already. Already, we're being entertained. Oh, this is a brilliant game. This is a brilliant game. I want to see more of Jude Bellingham, man. That's the guy we're not seeing a lot. I want to see more of Jude Bellingham. Ooh, Vinny, nice. Oh, unlucky there. Ooh, hits the post, man. Oh, you can see a lot of players are turned up for this game. This game means so much, man. It means so much. Just for football in general, this game, it genuinely does mean what? Oh, it genuinely does mean a lot, this game. Football in general. Let me get this. Come on. Oh, come on. Real, we need that equalizer, guys. We need that equalizer. These guys are already. We need that equalizer. I just want to. Oh, the passing needs to improve a bit more. But these opportunities that Madrid have missed have literally cost us a bit. Right? Missing those opportunities, you can see that, hey, those are moments you should have taken. Those are opportunities you should have actually taken, man. Oh, but Grealish has been impressive in this game. I have to give him his credit, man. I have to give Jack Grealish his credit. Wow, the way he's moving, the way he's keeping it simple, even off the ball, Jack Grealish. Wow. I've been impressed with the guy, man. I've been impressed. And that's what I said, like before the game, Erling Haaland versus Chouameni. Is that the best battle? That this is gonna be interesting, man. Oh, Madrid, we need a response. We genuinely do need a response because this isn't the situation we wanted to be in. Champions League. Champions League night, man. Come on. Execute something. Show us that you can genuinely do something in this game. Ooh. Man City are in full control right now. It's full control for the citizens, man. Sad to see, but Madrid, you gotta change a lot if you wanna genuinely win this game because Pep, he might be back. Pep Guardiola might be back, but 2 goals change everything from Real Madrid to look at Rodri. Oh my God, this guy is shameless. This guy is shameless. Rodri, man. The way he's celebrating the goal. This man is shameless, Rodri. Ah, but low key, I was happy that Rodri won the Ballon d'Or. We needed a Ballon d'Or in the Premier League, man. It's been so long since the Premier League have seen a Ballon d'Or, and of course, a lot of people call me a Premier League merchant, but it's been a long time since the Premier Leagues have seen a Ballon d'Or. So the Premier that 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 Ballon d'Or Rodri won, I see it as a victory for the Premier League, not a victory for Manchester City, right? I view that Ballon d'Or as a Ballon d'Or for the Premier League, right? Not a Ballon d'Or for Manchester City. So it was a dub for the Premier League, man, and it's been a while, right? Since Ronaldo, that's the last time the Premier League saw a Ballon d'Or. So I want moments like that where Premier League players, at least you compete for international trophies like this, right? Ballon d'Ors, the Pushkas Awards, all these types of trophies. And we came out with what? Garnacho Pushkas Award, Rodri Ballon d'Or. The Premier League is coming up, man, right? Because you can't say over 10 years since Ronaldo, that's when the Premier League last saw a Ballon d'Or award. We need more players in the Premier League competing for these types of awards, man. We can't say that, hey, this is the best league in the world, and then your players ain't competing for the major things. We can't be saying that. So, and to be honest, the reason the Premier League hasn't been competing for a Ballon d'Or is because of Ronaldo and Messi, man. You also have to put out that aspect, Ronaldo and Messi. That's the reason the Premier League hasn't seen a Ballon d'Or in such a long time. So Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or, that was really good because we have to be realistic. The last 10 years or so, it's been Ronaldo or Messi for the Ballon d'Or. So that's another aspect you have to look at. Okay, the reason the Premier League hasn't seen a Ballon d'Or was because of Ronaldo and Messi. That's the only thing. If Ronaldo and Messi weren't there, I see more Premier League players winning a Ballon d'Or. It's just that Ronaldo and Messi were so dominant in football. That's how dominant those guys were. And it's not like, hey, they were just dominating without winning trophies. These guys were winning Champions Leagues as well. So that's why the Premier League, it took so long for us to see a Ballon d'Or. Come on, press properly. Real Madrid, man. They started well, but now Man City have gained the momentum, gained some a lot of good confidence. They have the confidence right now. You can see how City are playing. And it'll be sad if Real Madrid go out before the round of 16 because last 10 years we haven't seen a situation like this. Come on. Oh, this is below par by Madrid. But for me, I still see Mbappe getting a goal in this game. Kylian, that guy, you can never write him off. Like, regardless of the situation, Mbappe will always get himself into positions where he gets a goal or gets something out of the situation, right? That's the type of player Mbappe is. He will always get himself into a position where he either gets a goal or he gets something out of the situation. But let's hope he gets a goal before Manchester City get their second because right now they're applying the pressure. Look at the pressure these guys are applying, man. Look at this type of pressure. Oof. To be fair, in a few years, maybe a player like Cole Palmer might challenge for the Ballon d'Or. And this season, let's just give a scenario. If Liverpool win the Champions League and the Premier League, hey, that Ballon d'Or is going to Mo Salah. Let's just be realistic. Let's just be realistic. If Liverpool win the Premier League and the Champions League, Mo Salah is getting that Ballon d'Or. So it might be a situation where the Premier League gets back-to-back Ballon d'Or awards, which hasn't happened in a long, long time. The last time that happened where the Premier League is getting back-to-back Ballon d'Or awards was with what? Sir Bobby and Dennis Law, all these legends. So the Premier League hasn't seen back-to-back Ballon d'Or awards since those times, man. Since those times. And it's been a while. It's been a while, man. Ooh. Looks like Real, if you do not respond in this game. And the situation of, okay, going to the Bernabeu. No team can go there without genuinely feeling the pressure. Because Real Madrid at home, every player feels that pressure. The fans are loud. The stadium is crazy. So the situation with Real Madrid, just don't let the scoreline get out of hand. That's the only thing you need to do. Keep the scoreline at a fair result, so that if you don't win this game, you still have the home advantage. And with the Bernabeu, when teams go to Real Madrid, they feel the pressure. They genuinely do feel the pressure, because there you can hear the crowd. You can feel the pressure. Just that stadium alone, it screams aura. It just screams aura. And oh, let's see. Phil Foden, keeping it simple. Real Madrid have literally succumbed to Man City right now. It's all Man City right now, possessional stats. But hey, we need an opportunity for Real. Oh, and this sums up their season, man. This sums up Real Madrid's season. I know they're top of La Liga, but this first half sums up their season, right? Situations where Vinny is one-on-one, but then he's missing. They have good opportunities to make it 1-0, but then their players are missing. This sums up Real Madrid for the whole season. It's not just this game, right? Because that Vinny opportunity, that's been a lot of this season. A lot of this season, right? There've been situations where Real Madrid have had great chances, but not taking their great chances. It's only like Kylian Mbappe who's come into form, right? He's coming into form. I think he's second top goal scorer after Lewandowski. So he's the only guy that's bringing in like the goals, right? And there was a part, oh my God, Erling Haaland. Oh, great tackle there. Great interception there. Wow. Wow. Real Madrid, all you need to do is just stop 3 or 4. That's all you need to do. Stop the second goal, stop the third goal, because if that genuinely happens, your home advantage in the second leg doesn't really count. Oh my God. Man City, they came fired up for this game, man. They came fired up for this match. They told the people that, hey, we're here to win. We're here to go to the next round. Oh my God, what a game, though. What a game. I still want to see more from Camavinga, man. And with Carlo, second half, I think you need to bring in Luka Modric. I know people say he's old, this and that, but yo, that midfield needs a Luka Modric. It needs a look. Even the last time Real Madrid played Manchester City, Luka Modric was so decisive, because you already have legs in this midfield, right? Camavinga can cover the legs for Luka Modric. Just second half, if you don't have a goal, bring in Luka Modric to just give you some control in the midfield, a bit more control. That's what they're lacking, Real Madrid. Because with Luka Modric, he won't only bring you some type of stability, but he will change the game. We also see how he plays for his national team, Luka Modric. Like he is a game changer. He is a game changer. And I know the World Cup was a long time ago, this and that, but World Cup is a moment where you see what Luka Modric can do. Even the last time Real Madrid won the Champions League, it shows you what Luka Modric can do. So Carlo Ancelotti, if the second half you still don't have some type of control, you genuinely need to bring in Luka Modric, man. The man needs to come on. The man needs to come on in the second half. Because right now, you just need a bit more in the midfield. Man City have controlled that area too much, man. You need a guy like Luka Modric to bring a bit more balance for Real Madrid, because Camavinga will cover the legs, man. So this scenario saying no, Luka Modric, he's past his best, he doesn't have legs. No, you have players like Camavinga that have legs to run around for Modric. Give Modric the ball and let him do his magic. That should be the game plan for the second half. If you still don't have the advantage or an equalizer in the second half, Modric is the guy to bring in. For sure, Modric is the guy to bring in, man. Because right now we can see Manchester City are too comfortable, man. You need to bring somebody that can make them think. Because with Modric, he's also unpredictable. That's the thing about the guy, right? He's not like some of these midfielders that'll just pass sideways, He's also unpredictable. That's an area of Modric's game that's really underrated. The guy's unpredictable sometimes. You don't know whether he's gonna drive forward or make an unrealistic pass or he's unpredictable. So that's someone you need to bring on second half. Because right now, Man City have figured you out. Okay, cut out their midfield, then you cut out their attack. If you control their midfield, you cut out their attack, right? The ball is not really reaching guys like Mbappe anymore. So they've nullified their midfield, which means they've nullified their attack. Oh, Man City are in complete dominance right now. Complete dominance. Pep Guardiola is probably smiling right now. It makes me sick. Ah, Real Madrid, don't let us down like this. Do not let us down like this. This feels like a Manchester derby and we're already losing. Oh my God. I'm treating this the way I treat a Manchester derby. Real Madrid, you need to dunk on these guys. You need to destroy these guys, please. Please, please, please. I'm begging. I'm begging for a Real Madrid winner. Come on. Nice. And that's where. Come on. Come on. Ah, what a bad pass, man. You have a chance to counter, but your passing is below average. What is going on with Real Madrid? Like, come on, man. And that's why you never write off Manchester City. Yes, they're having a horrible season, but these guys can still turn up. The Champions League is the only thing they have. So they're going to put all their eggs into this basket, man. I'm truly certain that, hey, Pep Guardiola doesn't care about the FA Cup. This is the competition he's thinking about. Champions League. This is the competition that gives him the most headaches, right? I'm genuinely telling you this right now. This is the competition that gives Pep Guardiola the most headaches. He's genuinely dreaming about this because this is the only thing that's going to save his season. No FA Cup is going to save his bad season. Only the Champions League, winning the Champions League is going to save his bad season. And he knows that, Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola, he's not a fool. He knows that, hey, only winning the Champions League will save my bad season, will turn around my bad season. And for Real Madrid, second half, Man City still have players like Mamouche to actually come on, man. And yes, he hasn't been too impactful, but he has talent as well. Like, ah, ooh, come on, man. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Real Madrid. Oh. Let's see what their next manager does, Real Madrid, because next season, let's see what Xavi Alonso does next season, right? Because with this team, will he want his own players? And Real Madrid, they don't buy players for a manager; they buy players for themselves, right? So let's see if Xavi Alonso comes. He has to work with the players that are there. Real Madrid are not like Manchester City who buy players for the manager. No, they buy players for the club. It's either you as a manager you make them work, or you don't, or you go. Because even Zidane, they never bought players for Zidane. Zidane found players like Ronaldo. He found players like Gareth Bale. He found players like Casemiro, Toni Kroos. So Real Madrid, they don't buy players for the manager. They buy players for the club. They just bring in the manager to manage the players that are already there. So Xavi Alonso, let's see what he can do with these players, because this the system he's playing in the Bundesliga, will these players want to play this type of system? All right? Because at Real Madrid, player power is a real thing. It is a real thing. Managers get fired because the players don't like them. That's a real thing at Real Madrid. Player power is a real thing. You have to play to the player's strengths. And that's why I respect Carlo Ancelotti. Yes, people are saying he's struggling, this and that, but the man has found a way to play with what he has. Because Real Madrid, they never buy players for their manager. They buy players for the club. Oof. Second half, a lot is needed for Real Madrid. If you genuinely want to come back into this game, a lot is needed. Second half, Real Madrid, a lot is needed from you guys. Like that first half, you the first like 20 minutes, you had opportunities, but you didn't take them. And then after Manchester City scored, it gave them confidence. So second half, you have a lot to do. You have a lot to do. And with Carlo, I trust him as he's a world class manager. Still, in my eyes, he's still a world class manager, Carlo Ancelotti. Just one or two bad seasons won't change what he's done, what he's been doing for like 10 years, right? A lot of people at Everton, they weren't realizing what a good job he was doing, because Carlo, he had Everton, I think, in the top half of the table, something like that. When last were Everton in the top half of the table? So people have to show some respect to this man, Carlo Ancelotti, man. Yes, this season isn't the best season for the Champions League, but he's still top in La Liga. Right? He's still top in La Liga. So people saying, hey, Carlo Ancelotti needs to retire, this and that. The man still has a lot to offer. The man still has a lot to offer. And I believe a club like Tottenham, you should be begging for someone like Carlo Ancelotti to come to your club, man. A club like Tottenham. Because Carlo Ancelotti, he genuinely, he's the manager I think that can genuinely win a trophy at Tottenham Hotspur, right? Sack Ange Postecoglou and get Carlo Ancelotti next season, because we know he's gonna be free. Sack Ange Postecoglou. Get rid of that guy. He ain't taking you nowhere. Carlo Ancelotti will be available. So Tottenham, that's literally gonna be your best manager to ever appoint. It's a no-brainer for Tottenham. Get Carlo Ancelotti, man. It's a no-brainer. If you genuinely are serious, look at the players at Tottenham, right? Son, Solanke. Carlo Ancelotti can do something with those guys. He can do something with those players. Halftime. Mbappe, man. Mbappe, man. Halftime, man. 1-0. What a game, though. What a game. What a first half, right? I think for the neutrals were neutrals that don't hate Man City were entertained with that game. But for guys like me that want Man City to lose this, Real Madrid, you got so much more to offer. You got so much more to do if you're gonna genuinely do something and come back into this game. Because that first half, yes, you had good opportunities, but you're not taking them, right? Vinicius Jr., you had a good one-on-one opportunity to put Real Madrid ahead. And those are the moments that define you as a world-class player. Oh, why haven't I stopped the thing? Those are the moments that define you as a world-class player, right? Those one-on-one opportunities that you're missing, one-on-one chances that you're missing, they will define you as a football player. They will define you as a player. And a lot of people, this is the reason they don't really put Vinicius Jr. as the face of football. Because you have moments like that where you have a great opportunity to put your team in front, but you don't really take it. Ah, and this halftime is a massive statement. This halftime, it's time for Carlo Ancelotti to rethink his game plan, right? Rethink your game plan. I think Modric, he's gonna be needed in that second half. Just try and change up the midfield because you can see Man City midfield wise, they're controlling that. You're gonna need somebody like Modric, and then just tell guys like Camavinga and Bellingham to be the legs, right? Modric, yes, a lot of people say Modric he doesn't have the legs anymore, but he can still change a game. He can still change your midfield. So bring in Luka Modric in the second half so that guys like Bellingham and Camavinga, they just cover the legs, right? Cover the legs. When you have guys like that to cover the legs, you can have a player like Modric in the team. And with Modric, he's going to do something that changes the game completely. So that's a player you think about. That's a player Carlo needs to bring on because that midfield second half, you could see Man City just controlled it a bit too much. And the situation, I'm trying to see Endrick, right? Endrick, the young Brazilian. We've seen sometimes when he comes on, he scores goals. He does score goals. He takes opportunities. So if some of your attackers ain't turning up, maybe the 70th minute, 80th minute, you bring in someone like Endrick. He can genuinely get you a goal as well. Endrick, Andre Goulet, those are guys you can bring on second half, maybe 70th minute, 80th minute. They can genuinely do something. But the main guy you should be thinking about second half is Luka Modric. Luka Modric, this man, he is needed right now. Because if Man City get a second goal, it looks like it looks like you might be out. Because now if Man City get a second goal, that'll just open up the floodgates. These guys might get a third, they might get a fourth. So just prevent them from getting a second goal. It's only 1-0. The mindset from Real Madrid is okay, if you lose, go into the second leg with a 1-0 deficit. That's the main thing. You don't want a situation where you're going into the second leg and Man City are 2-0 or 3-0 up. That means it's game over, right? Because as bad as Pep Guardiola has been, as bad as Manchester City have been, they're not gonna lose a 3 or 2-0 lead, regardless of whether they're away from home. Because Pep Guardiola, he knows that, hey, the Champions League is the only thing that's gonna save his season. So for Carlo, and I know Carlo Ancelotti will do this. He is a manager that is realistic, right? He analyzes the first half and then he reacts. That's what he's been doing like the majority of his career, right? He analyzes the first half, then he reacts quickly. He doesn't wait for too long to make substitutions, Carlo Ancelotti. So I expect him to bring in Luka Modric in the second half. That's a guy that can genuinely change the tide for Real Madrid, because you can see the ball, it's no longer reaching the attack as it was in the first 20 minutes. First 20 minutes, you saw a bit of Mbappe, you saw a bit of Vinicius Jr. getting some chances, you saw a one-on-one of Mbappe, you saw a one-on-one Vinicius Jr., but then after Man City scored, those chances actually died out, right? They dried up, and with this team, we're just asking you, can you do something, right? Just, you need that game changer right now. We genuinely do need that game changer right now, man. Come on, just get a game changer and just get somebody that will get you a goal. You need a goal right now. Real Madrid isn't a joke. Oh, this is actually disappointing for me, man. I'm a bit disappointed by Real Madrid because I hate Man City so much. Seeing them take the lead, it actually hurt me personally. But come on, just try your best to recoup the goals. Try your best to regain some momentum, man. Because that's what we genuinely want to see, man. That's what we genuinely do want to see. Because I don't want Pep Guardiola to win this trophy, right? If he somehow wins against Real Madrid, you know that Man City will go on a momentum run and somehow get to the final, somehow get to the semi-final. I know that's going to happen. That's why they need to be stopped right now. You need to stop these guys right now, Manchester City. And I think that was the game plan from Man City. That's why they were spending so much in the January transfer window, right? The mindset from the board of Man City is, we can still win the Champions League. So let's spend a lot in January so that we go all out in the Champions League. I think that was the main goal from Pep Guardiola, because they know the Premier League is done and dusted. So why spend so much in the January transfer window if it's not to win the Champions League, right? Pep Guardiola isn't spending all that in the January transfer window to win an FA Cup. No, he's putting all his eggs into the Champions League. He knows this is the only competition that can save his life. So I know how this man thinks, Pep Guardiola. I know how this man thinks, man. The ego he has won't allow him to miss out from this Champions League. This is the only thing he has, right? His ego won't allow him to go a season without trophies. I know how this man is. Bayern Munich, you saw why he left, man. We saw why he left, man. His ego was hurt. His ego was hurt because people at Bayern Munich, they didn't even consider him a legend, because everybody wins a league at Bayern Munich. You're only considered a legend when you genuinely win a Champions League or something like that, or a treble. Hansi Flick has done more at Bayern Munich than Pep Guardiola. That's a genuine fact. So for me, I know how this man is. He wants the Champions League. He wants to dominate. And it might be a long, long day for us, man. It might be a long day for Real Madrid. Let's see if Modric can come on and genuinely change the game. If not, you gotta, you genuinely just gotta park the bus Let's see, take it back home, take it back to Spain, because Spain with the crowd, you have a chance. You have a chance. But right now, you can see Man City fans are hyped up. The stadium is hyped up. The people are hyped up. Second half is the only thing you have to genuinely do something. Come on, Real Madrid. Come on. Come on. Genuinely begging for this, man. Genuinely begging for this. Oh, and just get some water quickly, man. Shit. But I've been okay with like Kamavinga's intensity, man. Like Kamavinga, his intensity in this game, I've been all right with that, right? I think you need a bit more intensity in that midfield. If you're gonna take these guys all out, if you're gonna take these guys to the to the final seconds, man, you need a bit more intensity in the midfield, right? Kamavinga, he's adding the right pressure, the right intensity, but overall, we're asking the question of, okay, can you get a goal? Can you get a? That's the only thing we're asking from Real Madrid. Can you get a goal? Right? It's fun in games having opportunities, but you gotta take them. And that's the problem I also have. Like when we're watching Man United, right? It's like sometimes we'll have opportunities, but it's about getting the ball in the back of the net, right? And it's Real Madrid remind me so much of Man United. Like after this game, so much of Man United, because I know they are way better than Man United. They are way better, but the aspect of having chances and not taking them, that's where Real Madrid like really remind me of Man United. You have great chances. You had great chances in those first 20 minutes. You didn't take them. That's where the aspect of, okay, Real Madrid, you're reminding me of Man United in terms of, okay, not taking your chances. You need 10 chances to score one goal. That's how Real Madrid are moving in this game. Man City, the first real opportunity they got, they scored. That's the difference in this game. Because first 20 minutes, Real Madrid could have been 2-0 up. Genuinely 2-0 up. But they didn't take their chances. So, yeah, that's football in general, man. It's about, hey, take your chances or you will be hurt or you will be destroyed or you will regret, right? Take your chances or you will regret, man. Let's hope second half Madrid can come back, because City, I don't want these guys winning anything, man. I do not want these guys winning anything. The player that really, really disappointed me in that first half has to be Chouameni, man. Of course, he's not a defender, but you could have done a bit more. Where were you when Erling Haaland was scoring that goal? That's the question I have to ask from Chouameni. He's the guy that's literally disappointed me in that first half. Chouameni, of course, he's not a natural defender. I know that, hey, Real Madrid have injuries. I know that, hey, Real Madrid are struggling injury wise, but Chouameni, you could have done better, brother. You could have done better for that goal, right? Because covering up, I was only seeing Mendy and you are nowhere to be found, man. You are nowhere to be found. So he has to take accountability. I think that first goal, marking Erling Haaland, obviously it is your responsibility as well. So that goal, Chouameni, he has to take a bit of accountability. I'm not gonna put the goal down to him, right? The person that you should have been pressing Jack Grealish before he delivered the ball. That was a great pass from Jack Grealish. But where was the pressing? Right? You're just allowing this man to. Yes, it was amazing delivery. But if you added a bit more pressure, the delivery isn't as good as it was, man. Never assume in football, man. Never assume in football, man, because you might think Man City are done and dusted. Real Madrid are in better form, this and that. Oh, Man City lost to Arsenal. But you can never assume in football. That's the situation. You can never assume in football. Second half, let's go, man. Oh, second half, let's go. Madrid, can you get us a goal? I hope so. Ah, if not, man, I don't want to see Pep literally smiling or anything, man. Mbappe, you need to. This reminds me of the Mbappe against Manchester United, right? Against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer versus Man United versus PSG. The look Mbappe has right now is the look he had when we knocked out PSG. Like, it's the same look he had when Manchester United knocked out PSG under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is the same look Kylian Mbappe had. Wow. Come on, second half, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Second half, man. Second half, let's go. Get that early goal. Get that early advantage. Get back into the game early, Real Madrid. But that look from Mbappe. Yeah, it's the same as the old format, bro. We play twice, but there's no away goals. Away goals don't count. It's just like the same old format, right? There'll be home and away, but away goals don't count, man. Let's hope these guys can get an equalizer. Real Madrid, man. Come on. It's the same format, bro. Ah, already. Oh, these guys, man. These guys, Real, wake up. Wake up. Wake up, man. Wake up. Because if these guys get a 2-0 lead, it might be game over. It might be game over. I don't see you scoring 3 goals without a reply against Manchester City. Right? Is that a scenario? Is there a scenario where Real Madrid go back to Spain and then they score 3 goals without a reply against Manchester City? I don't see that happening. So if Man City genuinely go 2-0 up, I think it might be game over. 2-0. If Man City win this game by 2 goals, it might be game over. Right now, it's still open. It's still open. 1 goal lead is nothing, man. Even a 2 goal lead is nothing, but considering that, hey, Pep Guardiola is on a vengeance right now, he only cares about the the Champions League right now. You could even see the face before the game. Pep Guardiola, he only cares about one thing, and that's the Champions League. He doesn't really care FA Cup or the Premier League. He knows Premier League is done. This man is only focused on one thing, Pep Guardiola. But let's see, hey, maybe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can do something in Italy, man. In Turkey, man. What if he wins the league? I hope Oli wins the league in Turkey, man. That would be something for him to celebrate. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ooh, come on. I think in 10 minutes, if you don't have like a goal, bring on Modric, man. Because Modric, he is a he is a player that he's a smart player, right? Because not only does he create space for himself, he creates space for other people as well. And your midfield will be moving way better with Modric. So in 10 minutes, you need to bring on a Luka Modric into this game, Real Madrid. We need to see him. We need to see him in 10 minutes. Like, Luka Modric is a must. Oof, come on. Just, just keep it simple, Madrid. Keep it simple. Like, it's fun in games doing all this, but you gotta get the goal quickly. Because we saw in the first half, hey, there was a period where Real Madrid had momentum, they were getting some chances, but if you don't take those chances, it really doesn't mean anything, right? This is knockout football. Goals get you to the next round, goals get you over the line. In knockout football, people don't care about, oh, they had these opportunities, they had those opportunities. The only thing that matters is, oh, did you score more goals than your opponent? That's what knockout football is all about. did with league games, it's about consistency, but knockout football, hey, sometimes luck also plays a part. Knockout football, luck, goals, those are the things that really really matter. What's the result at the end of the game? That's what really matters in knockout football. What's the result at the end of the game? Right? It's not about, hey, we had more possession, hey, we had this, hey, we did that. It's about, yo, did you score more goals than the opponents? If the answer is no, goodbye, you're knocked out. That's how simple knockout football is, man. But Erling Haaland, he's smiling. This guy wants a second goal. This guy wants a second goal right now. Like, you can already see the smile on his face. And Rodri, he must be smiling right now. Oh, Man City make me sick, man. Rodri must be smiling. Pep must be smiling. Holland is smiling. Ah, Real Madrid, please remove the smiles from these guys' faces, man. Because this genuinely feels like a Manchester derby, and it feels like we're losing. It feels like a Manchester derby, man. You gotta knock these guys out. Come on. And the way Madrid lost to Liverpool, that was shambolic, man. That was shambolic. And that's why I'm saying Liverpool, yes, they're out of the FA Cup, they lost, but I see these guys as favorites, right? The hard truth is that I see Liverpool as favorites. Liverpool, Barcelona, those are the two that I see in a semi-final, man. Because unless they play each other in like quarterfinals, round of 16, Liverpool and Barca are making the semifinals. I genuinely see that because Hansi Flick, 2025, Barcelona are undefeated, right? He's just come for a vengeance. And Liverpool, we already know how good they've been this season. So I see both Liverpool and Barca reaching the semifinal, but then the other two teams that are gonna be in the semifinal, it's a question mark, right? I still haven't like made up my mind of who I genuinely think will make a semifinal. Only two teams I can back making a semifinal, and that's Liverpool, Barca. Oh, nice. That's pretty good right there. Oh, come on. Come on. You're doing something right. Vinny, Bellingham, come on. But that's positive. That's positive from Real Madrid. That's positive. Get into more dangerous situations. Get into more dangerous areas. That's really positive from for Real Madrid, man. Extremely positive, man. Extremely positive. We need to see a response. We need to see a response from this team. Come on, we need to see that response from Real Madrid. Just keep knocking on the door. Keep knocking on the door. Keep attacking. And you still have a good player on the bench that can come and impact, right? A few good players, even Endrick, the young Brazilian, Andre Gula, that guy is really good as well. So you have players on the bench that can come on and do something. Ask one or two questions. That's all we're asking for. Ask one or two questions and oh, oh, Kamavinga has been decent in the second half, right? Second half he's upped his level. I have to give him that. Second half he's upped a bit of his level, but you can see Real Madrid as well. They're attacking a bit more second half. Trying to get that goal, man. Trying to get that goal, Mbappe. Oh, oh, Kylian. Come on. Oh, Vinny. Oh, they're knocking on the door. They are knocking on the door. I don't know what halftime team talk Carlo had with these Real Madrid players, but it worked. It genuinely worked. Mbappe, that opportunity, damn. Damn, 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 damn. It genuinely worked. The halftime team talk genuinely worked. You can see more intensity. You can see more opportunities. Now all we're asking for is a goal. Wow. Kylian Mbappe has come to life now. Oh my God. Come on, come on. Just get that goal, guys. Get that goal. We need that goal right now, man. Like, come on. Come on. These are the games we all look forward to, man. Real, come on. Come on. Come on. Switch it. Switch. I think you need to switch the play. And right now, Carlo, please, 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 right. The way Real Madrid are playing, if Modric was on the field, you'll be more dangerous. So you need to bring in Modric while you have the momentum right now. Like the way Real Madrid are actually threatening this and that, you add Modric into this, and that's a goal, right? I genuinely believe that because you add Modric into this situation, the way Real Madrid are knocking on the door, he's gonna do something, man. Come on, come on. We need this. Oh, fair play to Carlo Ancelotti, man. And this is what he always does. Like he analyzes. Ooh, Mbappe. The pace from Mbappe. Good tackle there, but Mbappe still has the ball. Yo, and that's what Carlo does extremely well, right? He analyzes at halftime and sees where his team can improve. He sees where his team can hurt the opponents. He's a tactical mastermind, Carlo Ancelotti. That's what he genuinely is. You can see the frustration from Pep Guardiola. He knows the game is changing. The game is genuinely changing. Real Madrid are knocking on the door, but that tackle was massive. Massive. knocking on the door. Oh, knocking on that door, man. Knocking on that door. Oh, KDB to and that's the scary thing with Man City. They're not done and dusted. They're still in the lead, and they still have that danger of, okay, we can score a second goal. So that's where you need to be wary about when you're attacking. You need to be worried about, hey, Manchester City's getting that second goal as well. Ooh, nice. I've been impressed with the second half from Real Madrid. Right, you're showing some intention. You're showing some intensity. You're knocking on the door. Now bring on Modric so that you can get over the line now. Like that's what we want to see. Luka Modric is the guy that changes the game completely. This is a good distance for someone like Valverde or Rodrigo, man. Like from this free kick, it's a good distance from someone like Valverde, Rodrigo. They can genuinely score from this. Valverde, Rodrigo, one of those two can. And we've seen Valverde with like screamers, right? A lot of screamers. He never scores like simple goals. He always scores goals from like outside the box. So this is a good range for him. An amazing range. Come on. Oof. Nothing there from the free kick. But Mbappe! Oh, Kylian Mbappe! And we expected the goal from this guy, man. We expected the goal from this guy, man. Mbappe! Oh my God. Oh my God. Kylian Mbappe dunking on Pep Guardiola, man. Let's go. Oh my God. And I expected a goal from this man, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Oh my God. What? What? That's a great goal, man. That is a good goal. What? Yes, man. Come on. Finally, man. Kylian Mbappe, man. Oh, he didn't hit it properly, but it went in. That's all that matters. It went in. The goal went in. Come on, Kylian Mbappe. Oh, yes, he's turned up, man. He's turned up. Kylian Mbappe. We expected this goal from Kylian. Come on. Game on. Game on. Beat them at the Etihad, please. Huh? City fans were smiling at halftime, but hey, it's time to wipe up your smile and bring out the tears. Pep Guardiola, we need you out of this competition. Kylian Mbappe, come on, man. Oh, and you just knew the guy was gonna score. You just knew he had a go in him. Ah, this is an entertaining game, man. This is an entertaining game. You just knew the man had a go in him. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, what a way to reply, man. Second half, Carlo, his game plan was spot on, right? We knew that, hey, towards the end of the first half, Man City were dominating possession wise, but it looks like, hey, that team talk from Carlo Ancelotti, it worked because these guys now they look threatening. They look like, hey, they're gonna get another goal, Real Madrid, right? It, that team talk from Carlo Ancelotti, I don't know what he told them. I don't know the tactical things he told them to do, but hey, they've come back to life. They've come back to life. Kylian Mbappe, and that's the danger of Real Madrid. They have players like Mbappe. They have players that can change a game instantly, man. They got players that can change a game instantly. Wow. They were knocking on the door with this one. And I wouldn't rule out a second goal. I wouldn't rule out a second goal, right? Ooh, ooh. But I still think Modric is needed, right? Modric is needed. Just because you got the goal doesn't mean you don't need someone like Modric to come in and, okay, another counter. Kylian Mbappe. Oh, the pass wasn't right, but still have it. Oh, Valverde. Valverde. And that's the thing with these players. They can hurt you at any moment. These players can hurt you at any moment. And that's the thing about just having world class players, right? You can lack a system, you can lack a game plan, but yo, the individual brilliance will actually bail you out most of the time. That's the thing about just having a world class team. A team with like game changers. They will change the game. It's like this it's like that Spanish team that won the World Cup, right? Spain, the Spain that won the World Cup, Iniesta, Xavi, that's a team you can never write off. And that's the thing with good players, world-class players, right? Sometimes you don't even need a game plan. They are the game plan. Those world-class players are the game plan. They are the formation. They are the system. Like with Barcelona, Messi was the system. So when you have world-class players, you don't really need a system, right? Because the players are the system. The players are the game changers. You don't need tactics because the players are the game changers. They are the tactics, man. Oh, fair play to Kylian Mbappe, man. Ah, we just need another goal from you. We just need another goal from you, Mbappe. But some part of me still feels like Man City can get another goal, man. They are at home. And yeah, with Real Madrid, just take your momentum while you have it. We saw this in the first half. First 20 minutes, Real Madrid were getting a lot of good opportunities, but then immediately Man City scored, the momentum shifted. So we might be seeing the same thing in the second half. Let's just hope Real Madrid get one or two more goals, man. I want you to destroy this tie in the first leg. Like, get two more goals so that you're comfortable in Spain. You're comfortable at the Bernabeu because right now Man City over two legs. Pep is a madman. You never know what he's gonna do, man. So, just get over the line. Fair play to Madrid for finding their momentum. Oh, what? Great save there, but you have to score. You have to score that. Was that Bellingham? Oh, you have to score that. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. You have to score that. Jude Bellingham, man. Oh, he messed that one up. Kylian Mbappe hits the post. These guys are messing up. Offside, offside, offside. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Look at how many good opportunities these guys are having. Real Madrid, don't regret these opportunities. Oh my God. Oh wow. Should have been two. Should have been two by now. Should have been two for Real. Second half, they have completely destroyed Man City. Like, oh, they've turned up second half. The credit to Carlo Ancelotti, man. Oh my God. And that's why I'm saying you can never write off that man, right? He's a tactician. And with the players that Real Madrid have, he's the perfect manager. So if Carlo, like we know Carlo is going to leave Real Madrid, right? If you're Tottenham, you're looking at this situation and saying, yo, let's try and get Carlo Ancelotti. Tottenham, that's what you should be trying to do. Let's try and get Carlo Ancelotti, man. Because Man United, I think Carlo was the guy you should have gotten after Sir Alex Ferguson. This thing of getting David Moyes, come on, you should have replaced Sir Alex Ferguson with Carlo Ancelotti, Manchester United. That should have been the situation for Manchester United. This was the man that you should have brought in to replace Sir Alex Ferguson. But we know that, hey, Man United, you only have bankers doing the footballing decisions. That's what you get when you have bankers doing the footballing decisions, making the big calls. You got bankers doing everything, man. Carlo Ancelotti should have replaced Sir Alex Ferguson. That should have been a no-brainer for the Manchester United board. But no, the bankers are saying no. Let's bring in David Moyes. Embarrassing. Ed Woodward, that man destroyed the club so much, man. Because I know that, hey, Sir Alex chose David Moyes, but come on, man. Come on, man. You already know that, hey, David Moyes isn't cooking anything, man. So you, as a banker, you shouldn't have given Sir Alex Ferguson the option to choose his successor, man. You should have had a game plan, and the game plan should have been Carlo Ancelotti. Oh, perfect scenario. This Champions League has come to life, man. Wow. But we still need another goal, because if City score, the momentum will shift again. I truly do believe that, right? Pep Guardiola, yes, the man is finished, but he's not done and dusted. He still knows a lot about football, Pep, right? We can disrespect him and say this and that, but the man does know a lot about football. He is a footballing man. Oof. Come on. Kylian Mbappe, man, we need another goal from you. You can see City are gaining some type of momentum now. Don't allow that to define the game, right? Yes, Man City will knock on the door here and there, but don't allow them to come here and define the game, man. One more goal, guys. At least minimum one more goal, but you should be looking to score at least two and end the tie today. Right now you have some type of momentum. Go with that. Go with that. Come on, Kamavinga. You're taking too long on the ball, man. That's the perfect situation to pass. You have to end these guys, Manchester City, right now, bro. Like, he's taking too long on the ball. Pass it quickly. Pass it quickly, Kamavinga. Oh my God, man. He's taking too long on the ball. Just keep it simple and pass it quickly. You're playing Man City. If these guys score a second goal, then you're in panic mode again. Oh, but that's what I was saying, like about Bernardo Silva. There'll be some games where he just disappears, and second half, that's been the situation with the guy, man. He just disappeared. Bernardo Silva has disappeared, man. Oof. Come on. Will this tie? And I think 1-1 would be good for Real Madrid because the second one is at home. Yes, there's no more home advantage, away goes, and things like that. But hey, the second tie, you have most of your defenders back. Rudiger will be back. A lot of players will be back. So second tie, Real Madrid will be stronger, man. Ah, this shot from Bellingham, he should have scored it. Jude, you should have scored that. You should have scored that, man. You should have taken advantage and just, we would have been celebrating right now. A celebration for Real Madrid. Come on. Oh, oof. Wow. This second half, Valverde has been imposing himself. Like, fair play to him. Valverde, Mbappe has been impactful as well, but we need another goal from Kylian Mbappe. And that's why Real Madrid even bought him, right? They bought him to be a game changer. They bought him for nights like this. They bought him for games like this to be a game changer, a decider. Because Vinny Jr., I think we can all accept that. Hey, Vinny Jr., he's up and down, man. He's up and down. There'll be games he's amazing. There'll be games he's below average. So this was the best scenario for Real Madrid. Someone like Mbappe, because yes, Mbappe will never replace Ronaldo, right? He's nowhere close to prime Ronaldo. But you need that type of personality, a Ronaldo type of personality where they want to be the best, where they want to be the face of football, things like that. And Mbappe fits that category. He fits that category so well, Kylian Mbappe. Oof. Okay, keep it simple, man. Ish. Is it just me or I think one substitution from Pep can genuinely bring more damage to this game. Like, yo, we're in for a final 14 minutes. The final 14 minutes of this game, because Pep and Man City, they still have a shock left in them. I won't write them out from getting another goal, right? That's why Real Madrid defensively, you gotta be spot on, man. These guys still have like a final attack to get one more goal. Oh shit, penalty. Oh my god, penalty. Referee pointing to the spot. Phil Foden down. Oh. Wow. You couldn't. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's outside the box though. Foden is exaggerating by diving inside the box. The tackle was initially outside the box, man. Foden is over exaggerating that thing. Oh. And you can see Carlo Ancelotti is devastated with that decision. That was outside the box. Referee, man, you've actually destroyed this game for us. Oh my God. Man City with a penalty. It is genuinely game over, man. If they score this, it's done, man. It's done. It's done. At least for the first leg. If Man City score this, it's done. If they score this penalty, of course, Thibaut Courtois, there's still a chance he can save the pen. But what a horrible end, man. Because you only have like 13 minutes or so. And Phil Foden, he's over exaggerating with this thing. He's even pretending like, oh, I'm injured, I'm limping, this and that. But, oh, what? And that's football for you, man. You think you're having momentum, and then a penalty out of nowhere. That's football for you. Nah, man. Nah, man. Come on. Ugh. And you know this guy isn't gonna miss, man. Early in Holland, penalty spot. You can count it as a 2-1, man. You can count it as a goal. Because this guy never misses. Penalties, A. He's gonna score and celebrate like he's never celebrated before. Even Rodri, the guy is gonna celebrate like crazy. Because we have to remember Rodri, he hates Real Madrid because of what they tried to do to him, man. Oh, we knew that he was gonna score. Erling Haaland 2-1. Game over, man. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. That is the worst scenario possible. Oh my god. 2-1, man, and that's game over. And that's game over. Ah. 2-1, and that's game. Done and dusted right there. Second leg is your only hope, Real Madrid. Second leg is your only hope now. Ah, never wanted to see a situation like this. But this is why I was getting upset when these guys were missing opportunities. Bellingham, you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper and you're failing to score, right? They've had more situations like that where you're having chance after chance, but you're not scoring. So this is all on you, right? You threw away the game by not taking your opportunities. You genuinely threw away the game by not taking your opportunities. Ah, come on. This is when you want to bring in Luka Modric, right? Final 10 minutes. Oh, this is embarrassing, right? Should have brought him on like 60th, 80th, 70th minute, man. And I was saying, yes, even though you have momentum right now, bring on Luka Modric to give you a bigger boost. Because you need a bigger boost to take it to Real Madrid. Sorry, to Man City, man. Oh, didn't want to see a scenario like this where these guys are already dominating and destroying their opponents, man. Oh, disappointing, man. Disappointing. Disappointing way to end the game. You had so many chances. You had momentum, especially in that second half. The momentum was with you. And now the best we can hope for is an equalizer. We should have been hoping for a goal, right? A winning goal. This feels like losing a Manchester derby, man. These guys are just and the ref as well. What is he doing for that penalty, man? Come on, just let the people play, man. Every soft challenge is a penalty now. Come on, man. Just let the game go on. Like, hey, now two massive, massive subs for City, man. Mamouche and Gundogan. De Bruyne didn't really do a lot today, but he's gonna be smiling if Manchester City win. Oh, Kylian Mbappe is the only attacking player for Real Madrid that can genuinely say, hey, I was clinical. Right? He's the only attacking player for Real Madrid that can genuinely say, I was clinical. I took my chance. Yes, he had more chances which he missed, but at least he got a go. Right? The rest, Bellingham, you're one on one, you missed. Vinicius, you're one on one, you miss. You're trying to dribble the keeper and then it's a mess, man. Real Madrid have themselves to blame for this game. They have themselves to blame for this loss. Like, you are in great positions, genuinely great positions, to take the game to these guys, Manchester City. You should have been in a scenario, in a situation where you score like 3 goals in this game because Real Madrid have had good opportunities. And this is why we can put Vinicius Jr. as the world's best player, because you're gonna turn up one game, be invisible the next game. How do you want people to put you on that Ronaldo and Messi category when you're doing things like this? Vinicius Jr., you need to wake up, man. You need to wake up. And that Ballon d'Or rightfully went to Rodri, because Rodri, he was turning up for Spain. He was turning up for Man City. You were up and down. Brazil, you were nowhere to be found for your national team. What did you do for Brazil? Nothing. And you won a Ballon d'Or playing like this? Come on, man. The Ballon d'Or, we went from Messi and Ronaldo. Imagine if you win the Ballon d'Or after performances like this. It's embarrassing from Vinicius Jr. Come on! Oh, yes! Scoring against his old club, Brian Diaz. Oh my God. Oh my God, Diaz. Thank the Lord. Brahim Diaz, man. 2-2, Pep Guardiola rubbing his bald head. Let's go, man. Oh my God. Oh, we needed that. We needed that. Brahim Diaz, man, scoring against his old club, Manchester City, dunking on them, saying, no, 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 you ain't getting a win today. At least this result is less painful, man. You can't allow Man City to win this. Like, at least now you can go to Spain and beat them. Brahim Diaz, man. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Pep Guardiola rubbing his bald head, man. That's what you want to see. Come on. Oh, we needed that. Oh, we needed that. Yes, Carlo Ancelotti, man. We needed that. We needed that, Carlo. We needed that. Oh, Brahim, you need to celebrate, man. He doesn't want to celebrate because it's Man City. You need to celebrate, man. Do a little celebration. Celebration. Yes. Ah. Oh, we needed that, man. Oh, needed that goal. Genuinely did need that. Oh, thank the Lord. Man City cannot go out here victorious, smiling and dunking like they own the place. Come on. Now the second leg, you need to get over the line, get the job done. I don't want to see this lack of clinical edge from Vinicius Jr. in the second leg. Second leg, the first opportunity you get, you gotta score it, right? Fair enough. Real Madrid got the equalizer, but right now, second leg, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta knock these guys out. Pep Guardiola has to be crying after this game. I genuinely need him crying. I genuinely need him out and dusted. Come on, Bellingham! Jude! Jude! Jude, get up, Jude, man! You're falling over, man. Why? Come on. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. Oh, fair enough. Real Madrid. Now you can take it to Spain and genuinely win this. You gave them a. I have to be fair to them because, hey, they are away from home. The Etihad isn't easy. So, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, Bernabeu, you got to destroy these guys, man. You got to destroy these guys. Man City have to be done and dusted. Oh, you got to destroy these guys. Thank the Lord for that goal, man. That equalizer. We needed that. Oh, we needed that. Jude. Come on. Looks like it's going to end 2-2, though. Looks like it's going to end 2-2. Entertaining game overall. Enjoyed it. Nothing to really complain about. Except for, like, hey, the chances Real Madrid genuinely had. They should have taken them. But, yeah, Mbappe, that's why they brought him, man. To change the game. Yes, his goal, the shot was really, really, really mishit, but it went into the back of the net. Fair play to Mbappe, man. Fair play to Mbappe. Second leg, we need another goal from you. Oof. What a game, though. What a game, though. Bellingham still there to decide it. Jude! Oh no! Oh my god! Let's walk on these clowns! Let's walk on these clowns! Jude Bellingham! Let's go! Oh my god! I thought it was game over. Da 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 da. Oh my God, Pep Guardiola in tears. Da 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 da. Yes, Jude Bellingham. Oh my God, that was a great run from Jude. I thought it was game over though. Da 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 da. Oh, sit, da 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 da. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Come on, da 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 da. We needed this. We needed this, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a goal from Bellingham. Sorry, not Bellingham. Yo, we needed this. What a game, man. Oh, we needed this. Da 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 da. Oh, say da 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 da. Let's go. Pep Guardiola in tears, man. Oh, let's go. Oh, this game has lived up to expectations. I'm not gonna lie, man. This game has lived up to expectations. What a game, man. What a game. Full time. And massive treat, man. Massive game. Massive result. And yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out, man.